Folks, today in Crossing South, we visit a hospital specifically made to care for the children of Baja. I also put myself through some dental work. Oh boy, and it's coming to you right now. So we've heard a lot about this place that's been in TJ for a while, helping kids. It's a specialty hospital that deals with infants, with children, the children of Baja, making them healthier, making them better. And the person behind all of this is this nice gal right next to me, right here. Doctor, how you doing? Dr. Elizabeth Jones. Very nice to meet you.
Well, it's really a story of a group of us, particularly a Dr. Gabriel Chung King, a pediatric surgeon, well acclaimed here in Tijuana. And we literally jumped in over our heads, and we've been trying to swim to shore ever since.
Right.
We are the only pediatric medical specialty in northwestern Mexico, where we have several specialists all together. So we're not here competing with the general doctors or the regular ones. We're here to complement and to provide an additional service so children don't have to go all the way to Mexico City or to the U.S. for some of those needs. Then we have a lot of people that are donating their services here. A lot of volunteers that are not, most of our
pro bono.
Most of our specialists are not paid.
Right. Wow, for the good of mankind.
Dr. Chong is one, and he was the pediatric surgeon for the country 2 years ago, and we have some very, very qualified people.
And the foundations, the donations, if it's Mexican money, where does the money come from?
Well,
companies from Mexico?
Sometimes companies, some from privately. In Mexico, it's a little bit harder because private people don't get the tax deduction.
They don't. Can people abroad donate? Is there a way?
Sure, they can. We have tax deductions.
In the States?
In the States, in Canada, and Mexico, all of them.
What kind of kids are you taking care of here?
Well, we take care of, a lot of kids with surgery. The surgery does a lot of orthopedics, a lot of ears, tubes, a lot of eye surgery, a lot of general surgery.
So can you take us on a tour of your lovely hospital?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
It's Crossing South, folks. It's the Hospital Infantil de las Californias, the children's hospital here in TJ. It's Crossing South. Stay with us.
He's a neurologist, a very nice. Special
very nice, my friend.
need. We have many children with cerebral palsy and different problems, and he's the one.
I think there's very few things as noble as to do, things for little kids like you guys are doing. So you could choose any field, and you chose this one. So. Endeavors like this typically happen due to nice folks. It takes a self-sacrificing spirit, a selfless determination, and an uncompromising belief that it's the right thing to do, even if at a disadvantage or sometimes a loss.
This playground over there was put in by Rotary Golden Triangle.
Okay.
And this new one was donated and then put in by a German engineer from the United States. We've had wonderful people that have helped us. It's an incredible collaboration. And we still have this land that you saw. So someday I can see a nurses training center, a Ronald McDonald House, maybe a full service hospital. I don't know, but we can grow.
So each of these squares is a potential $25 donation?
Yes.
Okay.
So that really adds up to a nice amount.
So when you receive donations, especially from abroad, that money goes a long way.
Well, yes,
Baja,
at least goes 3 times. That's the least it goes, but it goes up to 15 times.
You're kidding.
So we have 2 more exam rooms here, which I'm not going to open. But like this place was my kids. That toy, 4 drawers. I had 4 kids.
So it was yours?
I jumped all this when they left their stuff around.
This drawer thing was her own. It was her kids.
My husband built that. And then this is our rehab.
So this is for rehabilitation, physical therapy.
Yes, this little guy here, I'm not sure what he's getting, but supposed to be getting something that he's not getting. But and this is not busy, right? Well, there's one therapist is working. That's all.
That's a cute little boy.
Isn't that cute? And this, it's a happy place. You rarely hear a child cry.
And it's a happy environment, yeah.
Yeah, I mean here.
Yeah, my kids would walk in here, they'd go crazy running, to try to play with everything.
Now you have to go jump in the balls.
He's such a cute kid. He's like, sup, Jorge? What's going on?
Yeah. We do a lot of education. We really have felt that education is the prevention. And if
You mean for the patients?
well,
or for
for
the
families, the community, for young doctors. I used to go to the university to give lectures. Heck, now they come here, which is better because then they get to see philanthropy.
Of course.
They get to see what we are, and they
Do you
get
speak Spanish then?
lousy, but I do. Yeah. I just got back from doing a lecture in Mexico City, and we've seen 500,000 consults here, and done 13,000 surgeries. So this is pretty well held up for a building that cost us, I think it was 1.7 million for this building.
It cost?
Yeah. Think your dollar doesn't go far?
Yeah. So this is obviously your dentistry area?
Yes, and we've
Talk to
just
me.
ordered 2 more chairs to go
Okay.
here so we can expand the number of patients seen. But they do a very nice job here, and they do a very good job of not having to.
It's not intimidating? Kids hate dentists?
No, they don't. They have a very, very nice way of working with the children
Okay.
that isn't causing a problem. So
Anxiety.
we rarely hear them cry or
Screaming
fuss.
for their lives.
Yeah. Gracias.
So you have sensitive dentists here who are empathetic with children.
Yes, they're very, very good. Well, yes, you have to like children to work here. We're just opening up, hopefully, for orthodontics.
Oh, what is this?
It's for therapy.
Wow.
This is why you didn't see more upstairs. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Because some of these kids can't walk, they can't, but they can feel free and move here.
Wow. Hi.
Hola. Hola. Isn't it great?
It's kind of warm in here, though.
Yeah, well, it has to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, for the water and to keep them in stuff. Yeah. And my department keeps all these nutrition messages around. These are bathrooms. And this is our social worker. Because if you can't pay the price, you go there, and she determines what your price will be. And this is a lot of rotary equipment here. A lot of this donated. Oh.
And this is top of the line service.
Yes, it is.
It's not. You're not compromising.
You know what is it? Shiley Eye Service. Is that the one in San Diego?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they have a place here, and their doctor comes here.
Oh.
So what do you want for $15?
What is this?
This is ENT pretty much, ear, nose, throat part in here.
Ear
This
nose.
special. But it's Smiths of London is the company that bought it.
They pay close attention to a lot of the details, so the environment is pleasant for the little ones. They are also equipped for major surgery, so we wanted to see that side of the hospital.
3 doors to the right in that wall down there are the operating rooms. It's a lot of
Great.
ears, a lot of eyes, a lot of plastics, a lot of orthopedics.
Plastics or what?
Plastics, facial,
Really?
cleft lip, palates, mandibular things, ear formation, too many fingers, toes. Say you brought your child, you come in here, and your child would go in here and
you
would
start
be
sleeping him here.
Yeah, they put anesthetic here and get them all prepared. Then when they're ready to go, they go through these glass doors
Okay.
to whichever room, the 1, 2, or 3, wherever they go.
Can we open this?
No,
Okay.
we can't go. They're pretty careful on sterilization. I am going to give you a peek here, though.
Okay.
This is the recovery room, and then we try to have them go out that door. So your child coming in the front door doesn't see mine going out.
Wow.
Because
That's smart, because kids gonna get scared.
yes, they can. They can. They can remember that. You don't want to keep kids
In a hospital.
Contamination is possible, even as clean as we are.
Yeah, it's not a proper environment.
Okay, the Rotary Club from Torrey Pines collects the animals and the different things
Stuffed
animals that people have won and don't want.
Oh, really?
And they give them to us. I think they give half to Rady's and half to us. And this last year we got 2,000. So every child that goes home from surgery.
So they go home with stuffed toys?
They go home with a stuffed toy. This is Antibodies, and they do all of the necessary radiology for Shriners and for our patients. And then even for adults, they're willing to take them to Tecate for PET scans or MRIs or things that they'd like. I think they suggest it's about 22 minutes transportation from here to there. I have to show you on our roof that we've got the only health message on the roof of any hospital I've ever known, with the apple of health and the jump rope.
Okay.
It's about 18 feet tall.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't look like it up there. Getting it up there was a real challenge.
Well, it's a beautiful place, you know, from landscaping to architecture. It's just a pleasant place to go to, you know?
Medicine is 50% or more psychology.
You know
anyway, it is.
You know what? It's true.
If you're not stressed out as much as you might be, it can make a huge difference in the treatment and the compliance of a patient.
You know what? I once read a quote from the American Journal of Medicine, a 100-year-old quote, and it was that a calm heart can heal the body like you said, basically 50%.
Maybe more.
Like the positive outlook can just heal the body. So.
Yes. I think in nutrition it might be 95%. And they'll cry sometimes when they have to go home.
Wow, okay. That means you've done a good job. Well, Dr. Jones, it seems like you've got something special going on here.
Thank you.
I would congratulate you for that. And keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you.
It was very nice to meet you.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to let people know what we're doing and hopefully give everyone a chance to join with us and be a part of this wonderful help for children.
Well, you're certainly doing that. And folks, it's one of the many things that make this place special. And Dr. Jones has certainly contributed to that. The children of Baja will be forever grateful. It's Crossing South, folks. Don't go anywhere. More to come. So after spending time with the wonderful people of this children's hospital, we decided to explore some more of the medical services in the region. We hear figures that over 10% of the visitors to Baja are here for medical reasons. Now that amazes me. And these travelers aren't always from border cities. They come from all over the United States and Canada. Dentistry in Baja, from what we know, is very frequented by American patients. We decided to dig a little more. How is dentistry compared to the States, in Baja in general?
Okay, one of the main things is the price, again, there's no doubt. And the second, people really want to have a service in a place where they be treated like a person, like a human. More contact with the doctor, not too much to the people in the front, and they arrange everything, and they come to the chair, and the doctor work 10 minutes and gone.
Yeah.
They want to participate. They want to be here. They want to understand what they need, why they need. We need to go back to the basics. We're treating people. We are humans, and if we are understanding their feelings and their emotions, and we listen to them what they need, we can accomplish that. The majority of the business in the city comes from that, from the medical tourism, because from there they need hotels, restaurants, taxi, pharmacy, and then they go to the doctor, to the eyes, everything.
We've been meaning to touch on this subject for a while, and I'm glad we finally got to. I didn't realize it was this prevalent, it was this predominant, so pretty significant to know. Now I'm more curious, I want to kind of dig deeper into it. It's Crossing South, folks, don't go anywhere. People ask us if there is some kind of medical or dental association which a good doctor should be a part of. From what our team has researched, we didn't find much in the way of associations. But it is good to confirm your doctor has a valid license to practice. for future reference, I mean, if you ever go down, apparently a license, an old license, for instance, I'm not saying the doctor's old, but apparently old licenses, that's how they look like, which is called a cédula. That means you're licensed already. The newer ones look now. So if you have a young doctor in Baja, they should have this kind of cédula, this right here. With so many options for a dentist, it's really hard to decide. We asked our viewers what method they use to find a good dentist across the border. It seemed like the most common response was get a good referral. Sites like Yelp seem to be helpful in this way, but disclaimer folks, we do not endorse any particular medical professional. We suggest you carefully research all your choices and make your own decision. With that said, let's dive in. Anyways, Dr. Martinez offered to show us his clinic and dig around in my mouth a bit. I fear that once I enter, I'm no longer going to be blissfully ignorant of treatment that I may need. Please don't call me anti-dentite. But please, does anybody actually like going to the dentist? Well, let's just make this a cup half full situation, shall we? Starting with the medical questionnaire. Signing away my life here. Are you trying to get pregnant? Nope. No. Do you use controlled substances? Nope. Like, if yes, explain. I shoot up and, no. My drug has been food, unfortunately.
Me too.
Do you take or have you taken any fen or Redux? What is that?
Diet pills.
No. Fen. Now I want to look into those.
No, I don't even know they make that anymore.
Like, I don't, but now I want to look at
I know.
if they're so prevalent where you have them in your in your entry questionnaire here.
Hi.
Hey.
Mr. Jorge?
Yes.
Come in, please.
I think it's a pretty unanimous consensus, right? That if we could avoid going to the dentist, if teeth could just be pretty on their own, I think we'd all avoid going. But I'm going to try to do that for the moment. I'm going to try to do that.
Jorge, how you doing?
How you doing, my friend?
Very good.
So now you have me in your clutches. Okay, he says that if the light that he shines from his heart is too bright. Well, I mean, actually the shine, the medical light. So he's giving me these specks here, these shades, which is like a very dark green hue on the inside. So that's why I look like the Terminator, all right? So I'll be back. So, do I look ridiculous?
You look cool.
Let's see, open wide and turn to face a little to me. Okay, thank you.
I can't stand being in this position. And here comes that crazy sharp hook thing. But after all, they did talk to me a lot in an effort to make me feel comfortable. See my hand there? Clinching the armrest in case of pain to hold on for dear life. I escaped unharmed this time. I reminded myself of the importance of healthy pearly whites. Doc, I need you to help me. There's a lot of food to be eaten in Baja, and I need good choppers for that. Is that a relaxing flower? It looks it looks like a prehistoric insect just dropped and squashed. They're saying I need braces. How am I going to look on TV with braces?
Cool. You have gear braces.
Oh boy. And here's where my ignorant bliss is shattered by reality.
And the major problem is obviously this tooth with the big decay that they will need a minimum of rebuild the tooth and a crown. Okay. Hopefully you don't need the root canal, but if you need it.
So I guess you're confident enough that your procedure is so relaxing that I'll get my beauty sleep in and take a nice little nap. Right? All right, folks, I'm going under. I understand that schooling to become a doctor or dentist in Mexico is different than the US. One can go straight into medical school right after high school, reducing the time and cost for becoming a licensed practitioner. Perhaps that's a large factor as to why there are more doctors per capita in Mexico compared to the US, and lower costs for patients like me. I've even heard that students from the U.S. go to medical schools in Mexico to save significant dollars on tuition. So they took stuff out, they put stuff in, they drilled stuff out and patched things in. The tooth grinding sound resonating through my skull woke me from my beauty rest. Right on my mouth a little bit numb, so if I speak differently, you know why. I think they stopped mid-procedure, like, whoa, wait, what's going on? Like, he started snoring. And my mouth was fully open, and I was snoring. Yeah, I can go to sleep very easily, so I was relaxed. I guess that's a good sign, of what they were doing. But we were not done. I still have something to be done. Wait a second, what's that thing? What are you doing with that? Holy crap. So they offered to give me a deep cleaning. They're like, we're going to stay behind this protective face shield while we neutralize the situation down there. But that's not all. Be not afraid, boys and girls. This part of the episode is called the whitening. Yep, they put me through the gauntlet. I had never had my teeth whitened before, and it showed. My teeth really won't know what hit them. First blasted with ultraviolet light, so then Dr. Evil's red laser came out. But what's the bottom line? I wanted to know if my teeth are whiter or not.
Now, Jorge, give me a big smile. Wow.
I wasn't done yet. After getting the basics, I wanted to know what else was available. As it ends up, I could be a good candidate for a tooth implant. The doc thoroughly explained to me the procedure and filled me in on some of the latest dental techniques available here in Tijuana. It was quite fascinating, really, enough so that I agreed to go over and get some 3D imaging done of my jaw for analysis. This is apparently part of the process to get an implant, this type of scanning. And we'll see. Doc knows what he's doing, right? We assume. So. This is like Star Wars. I felt like I was abducted by aliens for strange medical tests. Look at this thing. Imagine it spinning super fast and me transporting up to the Enterprise. Wait a second, so you're saying that with this technology, you could print my whole skull?
Yeah, sure.
Do it. That's me little skull there. That's me bones, right? You can make a pirate flag off of that, eh? No, this ain't mine. They just gave me a sample. To be or not to be, that is thy question. To have a print of your skull, and you weirdos out there, you know who you are, $150. I think that's a pretty good deal, right? Anniversary gift, right? Honey, happy anniversary. My skull. Who knew that dental technology could be so much fun? Like I said before, I can only speak of my experience meeting some of the people in one of the noblest of professions here in Baja, and it makes me think of what other nice folks we'll meet the next time we cross south. The silence of the land.
Like to know more about the places you've just seen? Maps, videos, podcasts, and more at CrossingSouth.com. We also do Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.